Now that we've seen how we can use loops, conditions, variables inside of Django templates, we're going to see how we can also use inheritance, and we'll see that through our previous example concerning reminders. So in reminders, if you recall, we want to make a page that shows all the reminders that we'd like to have, and then if you want to add some new reminder, we can add a new reminder to our list. So this is my HTML page, and it has that for loop, and inside of that for loop we're going to add inside of that list item each reminder in our list. And now to add something to our list, we need to go to a new HTML page, which let's say is called app.html, in which we'll have different things in here, a different for loop. So we won't have the for loop, we would have something else. So add.html, sorry, let's delete that. So a new file, add.html, and before add.html we're just going to copy all that to here. I'm going to change reminders to add new reminder, and I'm going to remove that, and I'm going to be adding something else which we're going to be seeing later on. But now you can realize that I just copied here the content of index.html to this new add.html, and anytime you find yourself copying and pasting, this should be another area where you should start to think that there's probably another way, a better way to do this. And so if you want multiple different HTML pages that would display similar content, we need the same HTML for all those different pages. But now in the world of Django, we have the entity to use something called template inheritance. What we'll be doing now is going to create a new HTML file which is called layout. So layout.html, and this file is going to be my main file, and I'm just going to add and before that the index .html and add.html will be inheriting from that layout.html. And so we're going to inherit the structure of that layout.html page, and these all other pages will be taking those. And as I mentioned before, the only difference between add.html and index.html is the content of that, which we can call the body. So let's just, if we go ahead and go to layout and paste that, what we can do using inheritance is remove that and just write in here, so I can add here a block body. So block, and I'm going to be calling it body. And what I'm saying here is that this block, this body block, might change depending on which file we're using, add.html or index.html. The structure won't change, but the content of that block, this block called body, might change. So now if I go ahead to index, I don't need to rewrite head and all this information. All I need to do is go to that block, which is the body. And so whatever I write here is going to be replaced in here. So whatever is inside of that block is going to be placed here. However, I decided to write it in a different page. So this is now an idea of inheritance. I'm inheriting from the layout this HTML add.html template. So I'm basically saying inherit from that layout.html template, except in the body I would like to include that. And now in add.html I'll be doing the same thing. So here we have that block, and it's the body inside of it. So now one last thing we need to do in order to tell Django that I'm inheriting these two HTML templates from layout is by adding an extends. So adding an extends, and of course extends what? It's going to extend that layout.html, which is found in reminders. So reminders / layout.html. That's how we tell Django that I am inheriting from that page this body, that block body, and I'm going to add it here too in add.html. And now let's go ahead and save it. So that's how you use inheritance through Django's templates. And in the next video, we're going to see what are we going to add in the block of that add.html.